Salam, shalom, Lamar. Excuse me. Wise Allah speaking. All praises to the horizon. Peace and wisdom. Hopefully everyone's in good spirits. I want to do this deep video this afternoon. Of course, you all see the title. At some point, let me know if I'm clear over the music. And of course, if you guys have any questions, y'all can ask. Before I begin, let me do this one thing. Give me 1 second. One second. Salam, shalom. I apologize. Just give me 1 second. I have to do something very important. I should have did it first. I know that. Like I said, Wise Allah speaking. Subscribe to the channel. Thumb me. Visit the website wiseservant.org or upscaleknowledge.org. You can also Google that name. Of course, there's Deep Lecture magazines there and other merch. You can also click the description arrow and all my links are there. Now let's begin. I apologize. Peace and wisdom, Victor Gold. Preach Facts TV, Jada Xavier, Seminole, Trishetta, Out of Mindset, and everyone else. Nature Boy Williams said, ugly truth over beautiful lies. Truth is only ugly to a liar. So when I say the truth is ugly, I'm speaking in regards to who I'm speaking to. The truth is beautiful to me. The lie is ugly, quite disturbing. But like I said, I want to do this deep video. If any of you guys have any questions, ask. Now, the first thing I want to touch on before I get into the actual factuals, well, I'm always dealing with the factuals, but before I get into the meat and potatoes, I want to discuss a quick thing on relationships for those of you that are struggling. I know you guys get your relationship knowledge from Kevin Samuels, so just add this into your mind. When two people meet, they're in the same place emotionally, mentally, and probably financially, somewhere in the same bracket, meaning they're on the same vibration in that moment when they meet. Meaning when you meet someone, you and that person are in the same vibration, mentally, emotionally. If you want to include financially, cool. Now, the point I'm making is a moment is just a moment. And so, I'm me, you're you. I'm growing, you're growing. Or, some people are going the other way, meaning they're going down. Some people are growing. But whatever the case is, in that moment, we are on the same vibration. If I start growing and you don't, this is the beginnings of the relationship becoming strained or becoming separate. Meaning most people don't look at a relationship from that perspective. Y'all have to grow together, because if y'all don't grow together, well, this is what you have. And that's separation. You know my point? And so a lot of you guys in relationships where it's over, it's separated. Y'all are not on the same mental and emotional vibration. One of y'all have grown, the other may have not. One may have declined in their growth. You get my point? But the more one grows and the other doesn't or goes the other way, so this is where the beginnings of your separation start. Meaning it starts with the mind. We think separation start with like, oh, I don't like this person, they get on my nerves. There's no such thing as somebody that you don't like or get on your nerves. There's that. You grow. If a person that's with you is not growing, then y'all will naturally become separated in mind. If y'all still around each other, so let the bickering and, you get it? Let that separation begin to show physically. And so it's a simple thing to grasp when you're dealing with relationships. Everyone's growing or declining. And so you want to get your relationship on a balance where you guys are both growing, at close rates. Otherwise, if one is growing and the other one is not, y'all can try to hold on to whatever y'all want all y'all want, but y'all are not compatible anymore. One has grown, their perspective has grown, the other's stuck. And so the main thing you want to do is make sure you're growing as a person, meaning blossoming, becoming better than you were yesterday. Most people get lost on the financial or the physical. And so that's the beginnings of messing up your relationship. Meaning if you're focused on finances and what a person has material wise, then you focused on instability. This is why most relationships in the daytime is unstable, because the ideals y'all have in getting a spouse is based on instability. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, money is unstable. Anything could happen. You could be filthy rich and then get caught up in some weird stuff where all your money go to lawyers You get my point? Money is unstable. Material items get old. And on top of that, they're unstable. If you're basing your relationship or you're picking a spouse on that, you're looking to pick failure or instability. Because the poor person can be rich tomorrow and the rich person can be poor tomorrow. And so somehow y'all forgot love. That's first before you get into the, oh, I want my boyfriend to have this and that, or I want my girlfriend to have this or that. You got to start with love. If you skipping over that, once they lose whatever you like, that part, you're going to be gone. So, self-love is important. Meaning if you love yourself, so then you're going to pick someone that is going to be a benefit to you. Not necessarily financially, but you get my point? Good fit, team player. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but I figure most of you guys get what I'm saying, especially if you're in a relationship. And so if you're in a relationship and you started on that accord, where it's like, man, I only was fucking with this person because they had this or that. Now the relationship is strained, but you are attached to them, meaning they've become familiar. You associate that familiarness with love. That's not love. That's just you just comfortable and familiar with what you got. But the truth is you started wrong. And so whatever you start wrong, as hard as it sounds, you gotta start over. Like if you go down the wrong path, you gotta turn around. You could play games with yourself and say, man, maybe at the end of the path, maybe it curves into the good path. Maybe you just turn around now before you know you go farther. And so this is the realities of life in the daytimes. We live in a materialistic world beyond. Y'all live by materialistic ideals that don't even make any sense at this point. It's almost completely stupid. You get my point? And so keep these things in mind when you're dealing with love. Kind of separate these things. If you and your spouse, or if you have a spouse, or you're going to get one, you make sure the foundations of your relationship is y'all growing together, meaning y'all have to do things together in order to grow together. If you working over there, she working over there, you chilling with your homies, she chilling with her girls, and the only time y'all really come together is when y'all eating, laying around in the house, Netflix and chilling, or having sex. That ain't nothing to build on. Netflix and chilling don't keep a relationship tight. It don't grow the mind of the two people in no way. You get my point? Having sex don't do that either. And so, a relationship is a luxury. You got to make sure you take care of your luxurious items. We kind of get lost on the physical only. Y'all don't view y'all mind as a luxury, and you got to take care of that thing. Your lady is a luxury because you might not have one, especially if she wash your drawers and shit. I don't know how things work in the daytimes, but you know there was a time where your woman washed your socks and your drawers and shit, and she gonna dig around in your pockets to see if numbers and things is there. You know, she gonna go a little above and beyond the whole points of washing your clothes, and she may only be washing them for that purpose, to have a reason to dig in your pockets. But whatever the reason is, so you get my point. They ain't gonna be what you put, what you put into it. And so if you have a relationship, make sure y'all growing mentally and emotionally. You get it? Meaning if you becoming, more in control of your emotional state and your mind is becoming more clear and vibrant and theirs ain't, so let the friction begin. And this is going to cause stagnance for you and your growth, and this ain't going to do nothing for them but keep them where they at, meaning the bickering, which is a result of y'all, not growing. mentally and emotionally together. And so these things in mind, I see y'all get lost on high value. When y'all watching Kevin Samuels, y'all kind of get lost on high value men. I think that's how he put it. There's no such thing as high value people. There's just people that were born now they think they something special. But outside of that, high value is capped, that's sold. If you think the high value person don't walk around in their dirty ass drawers when no one's looking, and you get my point. If the high value person never had no poverty, then I still wouldn't, but you get my point? If you started off impoverished or not wealthy, the last thing you should ever be promoting is high value anything. You get my point? It's disrespectful to where you coming from emotionally. You get my point? Meaning if you coming from poverty, these things is disturbing. Somebody flaunting their wealth around you, somebody speaking of wealth, etc. And you impoverished at the moment, that ain't what you necessarily want to hear. That's not necessarily positive talk. It's not necessarily anything talk. You get it? It's shallow. People's values lie within their talent, not in the material things they have. The poor man that got money and he high value now, whatever talents he have is what got him there, not him being high value. And so again, y'all fall into a lot of things that's gonna push y'all emotional state down. Meaning y'all get on YouTube, everything's everything, but most of the stuff y'all tuning into is fucking up y'all emotional state. And this is the beginnings of the mind being disturbed. You get my point? So I'm not saying anything against Kevin Samuels. He doing what he doing. Y'all have to be aware of what y'all doing. Like, so high value, these are shallow conversations. You don't never want to lose sight of that. Meaning you can converse about whatever you choose. But be aware of what you're talking about or what you're listening to. And where it's gonna lead to self emotionally. And so if you know you fucked up and broke, the last thing you really need to be doing is getting on here listening to people that's promoting an abundance of things. You might want to get yourself together, because that's what this thing is about. Peace and Wisdom, Xavier 66, P Capes TV, and KOS Question. Like I said, if you have any questions, y'all can ask. And so be mindful of those things when dealing with relationships and finding spouses in today's times. Meaning you live in a time where everybody's selling cap. People have relationships just for the purposes of cap. You get it? A relationship is a luxury or it's a material item to most in the daytimes. It's not a helpmate thing. You get it? It's not a companion thing. It's truly part of the business thing, if that makes sense to you. And so, don't fall into that. Find you something with some good moral values that's going. Find something that's going to better you where you lack. You get my point? Meaning if you wealthy and you lack mentally and emotionally, you need to be seeking out somebody that can help you there. So, two rich people like two fat people, or two skinny people, or two anything of the same thing. Shit rough. Two bony people having sex, that hurt. And two fat people having sex, shit hurt. Yeah, I get it. So you gotta mix it up. It's a deep thing. Try and grasp. Now let's get to the deep deeps. If you have any questions, ask. There was something I wanted to say, but I'm gonna leave it. Now, when we have discussions about or I hear discussions about people selling their soul. Of course, I would assume y'all are speaking about to the devil. Let's start here. If the devil is the personification of lie, I'm sure we can all agree about that. The devil is a liar, so it is said. And so, at most, at least we can all agree on that. The devil would be a liar. And if you don't believe in the devil, so you know lie is real, so then the devil must be the personification of this lie thing. Now, have you sold your soul to the devil is the equivalent of asking, have you sold your mind to lie? And so, let that marinate. Meaning most people have been sold their self or their mind to a lie, theory, or a belief system of some sort. And so, this is truly what selling the soul is. Meaning it ain't nothing in life that matter that y'all worry about. All things are going to boil you down to truth and lie. A lot of y'all say, man, there is no physical. Y'all get lost in y'all philosophy, but it's broken. And so if there's no physical, of course the mind is not physical. The soul, which we are, it's not physical. Words ain't physical. Words coming from the thought, the mind. Are y'all following? Man said, all you got is truth and lie. These two things being ideals, thoughts, or a matter of words. Then I explained to y'all how y'all just minds, which is a matter of thought, words. And so, all you got is truth and lie. Meaning everybody gonna boil you down to that. If you can grasp yourself as a mind, it's no different than what a word is. Meaning a word ain't nothing but air. You can hear it. You may even can feel the airs of it. And the word is real existence. Meaning within the space of that air, you do have the smaller levels of life. Otherwise, you wouldn't get no water, no precipitation, no moisture. You know, y'all hot breath. It got everything it need to become substance. Hot breath feel wet, but it ain't. it ain't really get there yet. But you like, yeah, breath is hot on the back of my neck. My neck, get it? My neck got like when you do that to the window and then you could draw on it. That's on your neck, like blood up all on my neck. So I'm just giving y'all an example. Air and substance. Where the line stops and ends, who knows? But the point I'm making is to the essence of your core, if you believe you're a mind or a consciousness, so this is the same consistency as air, the same consistency as a word. Truth and lie got to do with that, words. And so I'll say again, all you got is truth and lie. Some of y'all have sold yourselves to lie. Of course, in one of its forms, belief, theory, hearsay, whatever you choose. But do you get my point? Lie. And so a lot of you guys play on lie. Meaning y'all play like y'all don't know like the difference between lie and truth. The truth is the sense of the lie, if that makes sense. Meaning, you don't need to worry about truth. seeking it, hearing it, nothing. Truth has its place when lie decides it wants to be seen. You get it? Meaning the only way a person could show you truth or tell you truth is against a lie. You get my point? This is why I got so much content, because y'all got so much lies. But, do you get my point? If I tell you the truth of the matter, if I say, it's daytime outside. It's daytime outside. Fair enough. If I say it's nighttime outside right now, but you look and you know it's daytime, that part. The truth of the matter is when I let go of what I just said, which is it's nighttime outside. That don't hold no merit. Now let's put it to something real. You say like you a Christian and all the rhetoric that come with it. Just like that. The truth is when you remove the lie. Now a Christian will say my belief system is not a lie. It ain't prove itself truth. And so that will make it a lie every moment until it do. And so count the days you've been a believer. You a Muslim, you a Christian, you in this religion or that religion. This is what you do. You count the days that you've been a believer in the religion. Or simply put, you count or keep track of how many days you have been under this belief system. Because that's going to be the measure of how long you've been a liar, a lie receiver, a lie spreader. Y'all spread your religion. And so you keep mind of that, meaning you a liar today. This is the beginnings of real truth conversations. You say, I got this religion and blah, 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 blah. You heard about it. All of that's beautiful. You heard about your religion. You adopted it. Cool. Now, right in this moment, it's a lie. Because ain't nothing you pumping in it came to pass. Like that. I'm telling the truth today. And I was telling the truth yesterday. And every day, whatever you pumping don't manifest itself is another day you going with lie. And so you be aware of how long you're part of a belief system or any kind of lie you're a part of. Because that's what matters. It doesn't matter like if you believe or not. Well, that do matter, but you get my point? If you believe, it don't even matter if you do what you're supposed to or not. All that matters is that you keep track of how long. Now, some of y'all gonna look at that because you're disturbed in the mind. Belief don't never come true. Otherwise, it be called truth. And it be true in the moment. Truth, not truth later. It's truth right in the moment. Later, too. Yesterday, I told y'all, your religion haven't came true, so that make it a lie today. And that make me the one that's speaking the truth about it today. Today's another day. So I'll say again, truth is truth today, yesterday, tomorrow. Y'all think truth is a matter of y'all religious beliefs versus what I teach. And it ain't got nothing to do with that. It got to do with the truth that come out your mouth in that moment. It don't got nothing. Y'all think life is a comparison game. What truth you have, we don't have. What are you even talking about, scrambled brain liar? See what lie do to the mind? Again, y'all think truth is something over in this path and lie something over this path. It will make your truth better than our truth. What are you talking about? The moment you open your mouth and say something, it's either truth or a lie. In that moment, that part, when y'all open y'all mouths about y'all belief systems, is it true in that moment? If the answer is no, then you a liar and a hearsay believer in that moment. If that's hard to understand, then you have to grasp what I'm telling y'all about lie and what it do to y'all mind. Again, I don't know how else to word it. If you a religious person and you in here, answer it. Is your religion true right now? If you a religious person and you say yeah, so grasp. It don't work. All belief in make believe is lie. I know that. My belief system, it's going to be different. No, it don't work that way. What sense would that make? That's like saying, no, a version of lie can be truth. Again, what is make believe? Is it not a lie? Would it not classify as a lie? You can't say it will classify as truth. Who's going to say I believe in truth? That would only make sense to a liar. Truth and belief don't have nothing to do with each other. You don't have to believe in truth ever. You don't say I believe my name is blah blah blah. You say I know my name is whatever it is. Because that's the truth. If you hear someone say I believe my name is so and so, then you gonna say they don't know their name, I don't think. They ain't sure or something. Because they keep saying they believe that their name is. You see my point? If I come here and I tell y'all I believe my name is Solace, y'all would all say, well, he don't know what his name is truly. I can't go on what he's saying. He damn sure confused because he talking about he believe, and believe don't got nothing to do with truth or no. But it do when y'all want it to. You know my point? So this is how a liar's mind works. Meaning y'all think it's a joke when I say y'all belief systems is lie systems y'all adopt. Or y'all think it's like a competition. I have truth, y'all have lie. Y'all are liars. Outside of that, all you have is the moments. And so y'all are liars in every moment. Outside of that, truth always truth. The sperm gonna always be the spirit. Everything I ever said gonna always be. If it's something I said that ain't, let me know right now so we can clear it up. Because I've said a lot, but I bet you it all still hold true. Meaning I bet whatever you pump in ain't gonna be the reality of things. What I say is, you need an example? Your belief in your belief system, in Jesus and all of that, and the rhetoric of him saving you, that's a lie. He's gonna come raise you from the dead. That's a lie. You said, no, it ain't. Well, like I said, in this moment, I'm telling the truth and you lying. Otherwise, when it's gonna happen? You saying it's supposed to happen when we die. That's why it ain't happened yet, Solace, because we didn't die yet. Jesus gonna raise us when we die. So technically, we gonna see Jesus when we die. And so you, Mr. Solace, waiting for it to come to pass now is lying itself. You waiting for truth after the point is a lie. When you die, so it's over. That part. You in physical life. You got this belief in physical life. That mean it got to be proven to you here. I'll say that again. Y'all adopted this belief system in this physical world. It can't charge nothing to no other reality but its own. How I'ma tell you some shit and then tell you you gotta go get the proof from my man though. What? You told me that joint. You gotta tell me. Man don't got nothing to do with this. Meaning death ain't got nothing to do with what y'all talking about in physical life. Physical life got to prove itself to y'all or whatever it said. It should hold truth where it's heard at. Y'all in physical life, so you probably say, well, Jesus gonna come when I die, so you wrong. Cool. If you agree to some shit like that, that should let you see the extent of what lie could do to a person's brain. When you dead, you dead. And so don't nothing got to be proven to the dead. And so for you to even go with that is absurd. That's like me owing you money and I tell you I'm gonna pay you when you die. You'll say, man, what is the point of that? That part. You see how y'all belief systems work? It don't never end. Meaning a belief system is the most dangerous thing in this existence because it don't never end. That part. I don't think y'all grasp that. Like never ending in forever. It's people before y'all that died with the religions y'all got. Did they get the truth when they die? Or do you not know? That part. You don't know. And in regards to anything in life, you don't know. Because you charged everything to belief, meaning you sold your soul, mind, to belief. That part. I say you should common sense. You say, no, I got faith and I believe. Cool. And so you charged everything to belief. Y'all say it with pride. I'm a believer. That don't mean nothing in realms of truth. That mean you heard a lie and you choose to believe it. You can't say, well, what if what I heard was the truth? Then we wouldn't never be talking about beliefs. Don't never get truth mistaken with your weird shit. Again, if we was talking truth, we wouldn't never even have the word belief to begin with. If the belief system was truth, why it ain't just a truth system? When did belief and truth become equals or one in the same? Because y'all are treating belief like it is one in the same as truth, or another rendition of truth, or another word for it, but it ain't. It's actually another word for lie, make believe, belief, and so that part. If y'all belief systems, this is y'all religions, if they truth, why they not called truth systems? That part. Because belief ain't never gonna come true, and so it ain't no need to call a belief system or a religion a truth system. You can't call something a truth if it ain't never gonna prove itself to be. That part. I don't think a lie is curable. Like I tell you guys, I'm a lie doctor. Lie is a virus, a real virus. I'm thinking it's like AIDS or herpes. Once you catch a lie, you can't cure it. Person gonna always struggle with their disease because y'all seem to be struggling with the truth. Y'all are making narratives, agendas, and all kind of strange things to avoid the true reality, which is what I said. Your belief system gonna be a belief system forever, but that don't make it a truth just because it's around forever. That don't make it nothing. If your religion, which is a belief system, say you gonna die and be somewhere in hell or the abyss or wherever it say y'all gonna be at, dead, waiting for Jesus to raise y'all back to life, that means that's gonna happen to y'all forever. Not the Jesus coming to get y'all part, because that's just belief. Belief ain't truth. So I want you to grasp wherever you feel in your belief system you're going to be waiting dead for this person to come and get you. Well, you're going to be doing that for forever because you believe that. That part. If the kid believed the daddy coming back and the daddy don't ever come back, so the kid could sit there and wait forever or however long the kid choose, but that's not going to change the reality. Until the kid get a mind and say, I've been had and I might be here waiting forever. So the kid gonna be waiting here. So it's the same with y'all religions in any aspect of how y'all view it. Meaning in the physical life, you're gonna always be a believer. You get my point? Meaning whatever you pumping ain't never gonna come true in your physical life in regards to your belief system. You could say, man, all the stuff in the Bible be coming to play right before our eyes. You can do that right now. You've been in life long enough, and shit is the same repeating day. How hard is it to say what's gonna happen tomorrow if it's the same repeating day? You see how y'all get so amazed by stuff that's not even amazing? I could tell you what's gonna happen next week. A few rappers gonna die. Y'all gonna be on this bitch arguing and shit. It might be a tornado somewhere, earthquake somewhere. You think I'm gonna be wrong? No. Y'all even know, like, yeah, next week it probably will be an earthquake and a tornado somewhere. All I would have to do is just look like, where was there an earthquake and a tornado this week? That part. All the things that the Bible was foretelling is things that always happen and never stop happening in every generation of people. That's why every generation of people say, like, yeah, this the end times. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, you talking about? You don't know when the end times is. That's the truth. You heard of end times, but you know no truths of end times. You just choose to believe that rhetoric, which is fine, but how many generations after the first generations that said we are reaching upon the end times? How many generations after that are y'all still like this the end times? You see how long that shit's still a belief? It ain't coming to pass for shit yet. But it is to the believer. When? Never. Never. They gonna die. They gonna die. You get it? And that's gonna be the end of the world. But a believer got a disease. And so it's like I tell y'all, lie is the foundation of all mental disorders. Bipolar, schizophrenic, personality disorders, all these many different mental disorders are just different results of lie. Meaning y'all get infested with lie. And then lie develops into the mental disturbances y'all have. It affects everyone different. So some of y'all bipolar, some of y'all been diagnosed as schizophrenic, some of y'all are diagnosed as having anxiety. But none of them names don't matter. Y'all all got the same sickness. It's called lie. What y'all have are the different symptoms of lie, which is different kind of mental disorders. It's all dependent on the person and how their brain and memory work. It's a simple thing to grasp. This is why all mental disorders have lie as a symptom. They go together. Again, all mental disorders have lying, meaning the person being a liar, is a symptom of the mental disorder. Meaning if a person has bipolar disorder, one of their symptoms is going to be lying. If a person's schizophrenic, one of their symptoms will be lying. That part. A person got a personality disorder, one of the symptoms of their personality disorder is going to be lying. Again, you don't have those mental disorders. All you have is lying, and y'all have been tricked into believing that lie don't exist. This is why in the beginning of the video I said we can all agree that the devil is the personification of lie. Now, can y'all see how lie don't exist to y'all? Meaning, I said it's a theory, the truth or a lie. That part. Y'all want to debate on it. Say no, a theory could be true. That part. A theory ain't truth in the moment when I asked you because it ain't prove itself in the moment when I asked you. Why can't it prove itself when I ask? Because it's a lie. But do you see how y'all are struggling with identifying lie as if it don't exist no more? If I say is theory a lie, y'all gonna say no. Is hearsay a lie? Y'all gonna say it might be the truth. Everything you hear ain't a lie. Okay. Is belief a truth or a lie? And so y'all have belief as not a lie. Y'all have theory as not a lie. Y'all even have hearsay as not a lie. And so, what is lie to y'all? You know what's lie to y'all? The truth that I just said. You know what's lie to y'all when I tell y'all liars? When I tell y'all, man, you know your religion ain't coming to pass and you know Jesus the whole wrong way and you a liar? That's the truth. But that bother y'all. To y'all, that's a lie, even though it's the truth right in the moment when I said it. That part. Again, what is lie? To y'all, truth is the lie. Everything that classify as lie is up for discussion to y'all. Y'all don't think y'all have a mental condition. Just a question. I mean, a lot of y'all are overlooking this lie being a virus. And you truly should. You got AIDS, herpes, I mean, you got STD, you got all kind of diseases. Of course, they develop up from the virus. Lie is worse than all those diseases and viruses that y'all can think of. Lie is how you get every disease you can think of. I'm going to say it again. Lie is the worst of all the diseases because once you get lie, you're going to get all the other diseases. Maybe not all of them, but you're going to get your share of all the sicknesses that lie evolve into, whether it be STDs, viruses, diseases, whatever. Lie evolves into all the sickness you could ever think of, as well as all the unstable emotional states you can think of, like fear, anxiety. I mean, lie is a deep thing. And so, let's say you got STD, herpes. You say, man, what the hell do me having herpes got to do with me being a liar? I ain't telling nobody no lies and catch herpes. I had sex with a motherfucking the person you had sex with living in honorable honest life. Why they ain't tell you they had herpes? Because they a fucking liar. And so you was lying with lie, and that's how your ass got STDs. So the foundation of any sickness you could think of is a lie. How did the person catch herpes? They must have been living a dishonorable life some kind of way. How you catch it? Because you was being dishonorable, lying with the liar, not protecting your own self. That it was my husband though. You don't know your husband ain't shit. With the nigga, how you don't know? Oh, lie. You with the nigga, so you gotta justify his shit to your mama and all your friends like he ain't shit, like he is shit, and you know he ain't. And so you a liar. And so when you STD, it ain't just because he live a dishonorable life. It's because you the same thing. You keep justifying his ain't shit nigga shit. Lying for him. And so ain't no sickness you can name in life where lie ain't the foundation. Of course, STDs are created. I can go deep on y'all, meaning I can tell you how lie itself manifests into disease. Man-made disease. But even if man don't make disease, because all man doing is mimicking the life. Meaning mimic disease, which is zombie, him mixing and merging different atoms, different molecules or substances together to create these diseases and sicknesses. The life do that on its own. That's where he got it from. And so again, if you think lie, which is airs, if I tell you a lie right now, that's air. Within that air, just like the air around us, it can manifest in a substance. You get my point? Air meets cool outer environment, you get substance or rain. Within the air, you have your atoms. It don't matter if you a scientist or not. That's why I give you a reference. Two hydrogen, two hydrogen atoms, one oxygen atom, get you water. But those things is in the air, and y'all can't see them. If they in the air, they in your breath, because your breath is there. Again, now speaking a lot, the atomic level of life is within the air, just like H2O. And so it's coming together to manifest its substance, which is a dark, nasty residue that's going to develop up into mucus by means of a cyst. And so all liars or mental disorder patients will have a cyst in their brain somewhere. Period. Go to the doctor right now and tell them to do a CAT scan on your head. So the audio was chopping. I'm not sure if that's on my y'all gotta be mine. Well, I suppose they're interfering with y'all getting this wisdom. But let me know. Damn, the audio been tripping for a while. I see. Yeah, you get that, y'all. Can y'all hear me now? I was going deep too. Somebody let me know exactly when the audio started chopping. Like, what was I saying that you heard last? And then I can start there. To go to whoever, let me know where it start chopping. Like I said, they don't want y'all to get this truth on a real level. Like, y'all better be mindful of that. Can I get some give backs? My super chat work, right? My cash app, my links work, right? I hate to have to ask. That pissed me off more than anything. And not for the same people to do it. New people. The black hole said I thought it was my headphones. Indeed. Can someone just let me know exactly where it started chopping up? Meaning, what's the last thing that you heard? Therefore, I can get to that. Trying to get a perspective of when it started chopping. A lot of y'all say it still is. Let me know if I'm clear. Therefore, I can continue or just maybe come back later. It could be my end. That's always a possibility. Maybe they working on something and that's interfering with the Wi-Fi. I don't know. But I'm going to thank it's YouTube. Because they do have interferences in my channel. But I don't worry about it. Okay, thank you. I'm assuming I was at the place when I was explaining to you guys that lie is the foundation of all sickness. Whether it be STD, a virus, an uncurable disease, whatever the case may be, lie is the foundations of that. All those things are just lie evolved, meaning lie evolves into the many diseases, viruses, mental disorders, and sicknesses you can think of. Now, I was explaining to you guys, if you have, let's say, a disease like herpes, this is an STD. Most of you guys will say, how does me being a liar cause me to get herpes? My lying didn't get me herpes. My having sex with someone got me herpes. And so the person you got the herpes from, they was living a dishonest life. This is how they caught herpes to begin with. And then they gave it to you. And so herpes, the foundations of it would be lie, right? Meaning however you cut it, lie is involved in all these diseases and sicknesses that y'all know of. Now, if you a woman and you say, man, my man gave me herpes, and I wasn't lying, some of y'all saying it's still breaking. I'm not sure why, but like I said, if you're a woman, you may say, man, I caught my STD from my man, not because I was lying, but he was living a dishonest life, meaning he was out doing whatever he was doing, and so you was lying with someone who is a liar. And that's how you caught the STDs. Now, most women know if their man is a goddamn liar or if he ain't shit. And so I'm sure they lie for him to their loved ones. Meaning, you know how y'all women be when y'all have a man that ain't shit, he lie, cheat, he do scandalous shit. And then people be telling y'all why you fuck with him. Then you get to defending him. You get to defending his lying ass, lying for him. And so if he give you an STD, lie is the foundations of that. Thank you, Victor Gold. And so like I said, lie is the foundations of that. Now, I was trying to explain to you guys, diseases are man-made. Like I said, I was trying to explain to you guys that diseases are man-made. Some of y'all may say, man, diseases are a result of lie. But that don't mean that lie is evolving into diseases. If a man lied to his wife and go lay with other women and catch STD, then he give it to his wife. The STD is a result of him lying. It's not like the lie evolved into the STD. A lie is air. Fair enough? Meaning if I tell you a lie, this is air coming out of my mouth. Now when you're dealing with air, you have the atomic level of life within it. You don't have to be a scientist to know 2 hydrogen atoms in 1 oxygen atom is how you get a molecule of water, or it's how you get water manifesting out of thin air. Meaning within the air, you have your atoms. Y'all cannot see atoms. But so science tells y'all 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom, maybe another arrangement of atoms will give you another molecule. Maybe gas. But the atoms are coming together. The atoms are within the air. This is how the air just manifests in the substance. Now I'm giving you that reference so you can apply it to your words. They are the same airs. I'll say that again. Your words are the exact same air as the air that's manifested in the water right before your eyes. And so, within your airs, you have the atomic levels of life coming together in whatever arrangement they do, manifesting into substance. That substance is not going to be water, it's going to be see residue. Residue is going to evolve or develop into what y'all know as mucus by means of a cyst. Meaning that black residue, if I tell you a lie, those airs take it in. So y'all saying it's breaking up again. I can't do nothing about that at this point. I don't want to keep holding up the video. So like I said, y'all need to give back or something. That's the main thing. You get it? This is my business. Y'all see they're interfering with every aspect of it. And so give back for the knowledge. Purchase yourself a one-on-one, whatever the case may be. But truth got to be important to y'all. Meaning, y'all can't be on the side of lie. You get it? Meaning, if y'all know there's forces that's trying to interfere with your knowledge, and ain't helping and assisting me in no way, then you might as well go stand on the side of whoever's trying to interfere with y'all even getting the wisdom to begin with. Meaning, whatever's going against me so y'all don't get the shit, why don't y'all just do it to y'allselves? You get it? It's almost becoming a stupid game. I don't want to teach stupids. I'm not putting myself on the line for stupids. What is the point? I figure y'all got more worth than y'all are leading on, like. And so I'll say it again. If y'all got the brain to know, and I know you fucking with Charles Chan in this monetization. And I know the algorithms be fucking with his numbers. They be knocking me out the subscription shit, and I gotta go resubscribe. And I ain't getting no fucking notification for this video. I'm watching this video today, and soon as the brothers start going deep into the alchemies of the words and the lot, and the shit start chopping up, and all of this affect me in perspective. And it affects y'all from not getting the message, but they trying to attack my money and my things. Not because anything I did, just because I'm speaking. So I'll say again, if you're not going to give back, then you might as well stand on the side of whoever's trying to interfere with giving y'all the message. Meaning you don't need to come here and get the message. What's the point? You're coming here in that way, not never giving back our system in any way. It's just helping the whole point. Which is an attack as well. Because if I got truth to get y'all hearing it, what does it matter? Seminole Trashetta. Peace and wisdom. Thank you, champ, for telling people that. He said, please go visit Upscale Knowledge and Scholarship. It ain't that deep. I ain't got no hardships right now, and I ain't lacking on nothing. I'm just telling y'all for y'all own self's sake at this point. I'm not going, you get it? I'm not going to work for free. And so if y'all know YouTube trying to fuck my shit so I can't get no payment from them, all I could tell y'all is I'm not going to work for free. So play games with yourself. Act like I'm not a grown-ass man that got kids, fucking grandkids. Play with yourself. I don't got time for that. Come to give y'all wisdom and truth. Those of y'all that want it and you respect it, you have to give back. Not for fun, because of the reasons I just said, which are the reasons that most of y'all already know on y'all own. I make money for time. This is why I'm able to still teach y'all, and you get it? Don't nothing really happen. You get it? The background's still the same, and I ain't evicted on the streets of no weird strange shit. A lot of niggas be flip-flopping from different fucking places. I'm stable, but it's because I know how to move. If you enjoy the wisdom, please give back, because I'm not going to stick around to the ends of nothing. You get my point? And so if YouTube is going against me because they feel like my message ain't no good for whatever agendas they got going, and whatever person is pumping this nonsense or that nonsense, and they feel like my message is interfering with their agenda, it's So grasp, ain't nothing left but those of y'all that watch and want the wisdom. You get my point? And so if y'all ain't giving back, then y'all the same as YouTube or whoever going against me to me at that point. And so again, it ain't no problem. I ain't worried about it. That don't do nothing to me. But I'm just telling y'all in advance. I'm not doing no kind of work for free. That's absurd. And so, of course, truth don't go with, everyone's agendas, but I don't have one, so I ain't concerned with agendas. So, try to grasp. And more than that, how can I put it? More than that, it hurts my feelings when I come and I give y'all this wisdom for an hour straight and not one of y'all could give back nothing. I take that as a real offense, and ain't nothing else that I should take it as. Like I said, I'm grown. I'm not sure how old y'all is on here. I ain't got time for pride, fake talk, nothing talk. I'm real. When y'all do that weird shit, that shit hurt my feelings. It make me want to curse y'all the fuck out. The wisdom I give y'all got worth. That shit got real truth in it. I don't care how dumb you are. There's certain shit I say that you can follow. Certain shit a little too deep for your mind, and you aware that it's too deep for your mind. You might say like, oh, I don't understand that, but you just knowing like, yeah, it might be a little past where I'm at. But whatever the case is, everybody come here and get something of worth that they can apply to themselves if they choose to. And so I ain't here giving y'all gossip. You get it? This ain't Tasha K channel. A lot of y'all be getting lost. Like, why I gotta give back? It don't make me give back. This ain't Tasha K channel. Gossip here. I'm not keeping you intact with what's the latest talk. You come in here getting wisdom for the mind, the emotional state, and many of these other things that ain't taught to y'all. It ain't taught to y'all how y'all words and the airs of it is coming from within. That means there's airs within. And so when I tell y'all, y'all are soul, that's the same consistency as airs. So the airs within y'all is manifesting in the substance. And y'all are souls in y'all body are minds. This mind or soul, just like airs is manifesting in the substance within you. That substance may be thick and wet, mucousy, or it may be fresh, pure waters. But whatever it is going to be a result of your emotional state. So if you lost, if I make you feel like shit, and then you start, getting a little sad or a little, next thing you're gonna start tearing salty ass water. That's coming from within you, out your eyes. That's not. You build what is up within because of how you feel and how you think at that moment. Some of y'all been in fucked up thought and fucked up emotional spirit for a while. That part. You be feeling nauseous and sick, your stomach be feeling weird, you be feeling weird, and it's because of that. You making your own self sick by not understanding the mind and self. And so, peace and wisdom. I'm going to depart because, I don't think you guys are ever going to get balanced. Now, let me finish this last little part and I'll depart. Those of y'all that support, thank you. Like I said, I wasn't speaking to y'all. I'm glad y'all gave back. Let new people do it. Because a lot of y'all be banking on the same old that usually throw something up there. Y'all kick back and say, just wait for the regular groupies to throw something up there. This ain't about that. I don't want to get my, like y'all getting mad on y'all morals. This channel ain't about that. I mean, in truth, now you can make it a competition. If I is this moral as I want, I don't got time. Y'all lives vibrate where you need be. You get my point? Meaning, if living dishonorable lives is y'all goal or whatever it is, go there. I don't want to disturb you by telling you to give back and have honor. And I don't want you to disturb me by being in my presence without it. You get my point? If you broke and fucked up in life, this don't got nothing to do with that. That's your own personal issues. If you want to email me, you can and explain that, whatever the case may be. Those of y'all that get real at some point, the wisdom is to be lived. To just come every day listening to it. It's not music. This is jewels for you to apply to self, to better self. Therefore, self can be aligned with better things. You can't be a fucked up person with no morals and think you're gonna have friends that got some. And so this is about getting itself aligned in a better state than it was, so the reality can change. Get my point? If you're dope and you're doing illegal shit, well, most of the people in your environment gonna be that. How's you gonna be existing in environments that ain't got nothing to do with that? And so, in order for you to get out of that environment and those kind of circumstances, you would have to change that part. And so, the wisdom got to be applied to self, so the circumstances of self can change. Star Solaris said, I need to ask a question. You can ask a question. I wish you would have asked a question instead of saying it's cutting up. I suppose it's going to keep cutting up. So, Victor Gold said, if everybody gives $25, then that's 1,004th of wisdom. You can start, Victor Gold, by leading by example. But there's no particular number I got in mind. Just give back. It's that simple. Whatever's given back, I'll make the best of it and best decisions with it. But outside of that, give back. Star Solaris, you don't need to hear me, love, to write your question. Lip read. Write your question. You don't need to hear me to write your question. Now I'm gonna go use the restroom right quick. By the time I get back, I'll read your question. And then I'll be all in need to be. Okay, am I clear? Can somebody let me know? I'm about to knock this last question out. Star Solaris said, if you said something bad to someone before they passed away, like for example, I hope someone stabs you in the back like you did me, and they pass away after that, can you say you're to blame? What do you telling somebody that you hope they get stabbed in the back got to do with the person that stabbed them in the back? Meaning, how do you skip over whatever they problem they had with the person that did whatever they did to them to go all the way to, did my words make it happen? I'm just asking. If I shoot a motherfucker next week and then during the week you like, oh, I hope you die, and then they come back and smoke me, what that got to do with you and your words? That part. All you can do is manifest things for your own self. Your words can't do nothing to me unless I receive them in, like how y'all do lie. If you tell me I hope you die, nigga, I don't believe you. Meaning I don't believe I'ma die next week or whenever cause you said it. You just talking shit cause you goofy to me. And so do you get what I'm saying? You can have all the wishes and hopes for anybody you want. All you gonna do is manifest these things for your own self. Because that's all you can do. Is afflict the self or better the self. So is it the same physically. If you can afflict somebody, it's because they have gave you opportunity to. Otherwise, how'd you do it? How'd you get to them? That part. It's a joint effort. When you talking about somebody being afflicted, are you afflicting somebody, whether physical or not? It's a joint effort. If you say some strange, disrespectful shit to me and I choose to take it in, so joint effort. I ain't have to pay you no mind. You get my point? And so if I say I cast a spell of death on you this week, that ain't gonna do nothing to you. Unless you believe me. That part. If you don't believe me and you don't care about nothing I said, what would it matter? Just look at it like this. When you told the person you hope they get stabbed in the back, so you just summoned that on yourself. And so you may get stabbed in your back or something, but have good thoughts of others. Your soul is depending on it. Kind of grasp. And so when you said people say words are spells, I'm the person that said that words are spells, and then I'm sure a lot of people heard that, and then you got a whole bunch of different editions of things. If you lost, I got a link in my phone of that video that I was about to, well, I ain't gonna share it probably, I don't know, but I was gonna share it from the private channel from a video yesterday, the Akashic Records. So it should show from the way I just explained to you how words can afflict you or not. And how you mainly just afflicting your own self. I'm sure. Tony Montana said, are you on semen retention? Peace and wisdom, brother. That's quite homosexual to ask a man questions in regards to his genitals. I know y'all live in a time. It just happens normally. And so you probably like, oh, you trying to play me. Strange. Y'all are strange. Just pull for some normalcy within self to see how strange that is as a man asking another man that. And forget all the justifications. Just try to see it. Because I can't carry on with y'all in this. You get it? I'm 40. I don't need no nigga asking me about my dick blood, and I don't even want to play around it. You get my point? The fuck do you even got that kind of shit in your mind? Meaning if you asking me if I'm on semen retention, then you are thinking about my dick. You didn't ask me about semen retention. You asked me if I'm on it. You get my point? You didn't say, Mr. Solace, what do you know about semen retention, brother? You said, Mr. Solace, are you on semen retention? This is like a woman asking me, are you celibate? What the fuck are you asking me that for? Don't take offense. I'm straight, so some things y'all do disturb me. I try to like work within the guidelines of y'all homosexuality, but It's starting to like be a part of y'all nature, where it's just normal. It's common. If you a young man, you don't ask no man nothing in regards to his dick. Period. It's just not. I don't even understand why I got to say that. So it's deep. Peace and wisdom, Victor Gold. Thank you, brother. Salam, shalom. He said he's asking about if I hold semen retention, or if I'm on semen retention because it gives man real power. You made that up. I don't want to play stupid word widow games of today where y'all hear different theories of stuff online. You're not the inventor of what you pumping, you just a fool in the presence of wisdom, but a fool. And so again, holding in your semen don't got nothing to do with power or no stupid thing that y'all make up in time for attention or to look like you down with some new wisdom or philosophy. The quicker you can get that in your brain, the better for yourself. Other than that, whoever do semen retention, then bring them before me and let me see how what it did for their mind. Meaning I'm gonna bust their ass in wisdom. I'm gonna show you how they all kind of scrambled up in their head. And then you explain to me whatever you talking about. Y'all keep going by fake ass theoretical means to get healthy, better lives. First start with theory, and all the lying shit that y'all have is that. Start there. Once you get past that, then I suppose you can start receiving in the truth and actually applying that. The reason y'all don't apply nothing that I say to self, or it's hard for y'all too, cause y'all used to receiving lie. It don't ain't nothing to apply to self with lie. Ain't nothing to do with lie, but hear it. And so y'all treat truth in that same merit. What I'm supposed to do with this? Apply it to your goddamn self. That part. Tony Montana said, I tried for a half year and I was a lot stronger or sharper. Beautiful. Hopefully you heard what I said in regards to whoever you talking about with semen retention. Bring them before me so I can show you they're stupid. And that's how you prove a thing. I don't care what you say about yourself. You were stronger and sharper. That don't mean nothing to nobody. We don't know that. That part. So, try and get real. A lot of y'all are lost on y'all theories, y'all hearsay, y'all beliefs. It becomes an agenda in the brain where now you pushing it like you don't know what I said make more sense. Meaning an agenda is when you think you got a point, then you realize you don't, then you don't want to let it go. You want to act like it got to be right now. If you got to be right, what do that got to do with truth? Meaning if you seeking truth, yet you got to be right, well then what are we even doing? And so again, the semen retention talks y'all got and all that's fake. That don't do nothing. If you honest with self, I'm sure you'd come to that conclusion. That part. I don't care who you are. You document your semen retention journey so we can all see you exactly the fucking same outside of you running your mouth. You gonna be the same. That part. If the brain is scrambled, it's because the brain is scrambled. Semen and holding in semen got to do with the wise. Meaning if you ain't wise and on a certain level of mind, living a certain way, you don't need to worry about semen retention. It don't got nothing to do with you. And it wouldn't matter what you do, you're going to be disturbed and have disturbances. You can give a dirty man clean clothes every day. Once he put them on his dirty body, they're going to be dirty. And so you're wasting your damn time. So, from the perspective of the wise, an orgasm in itself is a flushing, meaning that force or that energy that y'all feel when y'all orgasm is like, oh my God. It is a gathering or a yoking up of all the mucus and toxic things that's lingering around on the thick levels, the thick waters, your mucuses, things like that, the pus. And so when a man ejaculate out that white substance, it is all the mucus and thick waters within self being snatched up and washed clean. You think your mucus is all thick and nasty and brown like your snot, and then that being washed white clean like how mucus look. And like how semen look, and how semen smell like it was Clorox or some shit. It just was washed. Like, that's what semen retention got to do. Building up for the flushing. It's a flushing for the wise, so to say. And so, if you ejaculate too much, look at it like a toilet bowl. You flush the toilet too often, then the water don't like snatch all the shit that's covered around the bowl. You get my point? They don't have enough power to catch it all. Look at you ejaculating too often like that. The power of the orgasm will become weak. And so in that, it's not going to snatch up all the mucus and transcend it white. It's going to leave a lot behind. And so in that, you get my point? Beginnings of your problem. Star Solaris, I'm not... Am I still clear or is it chopping up? Shalom, shalom. But in any event, hopefully y'all grasp. Semen retention is a deep thing. It has nothing to do with what y'all discussing online. It has nothing to do with young kids that watch fucking YouTube to be trying. It has nothing to do with these things. Thank you, Kendrick Washington, and whoever else gave back. I appreciate that. On an emotional level more than anything. Meaning somebody gives back, they do something emotionally. And so some of y'all get lost on y'all agenda. Giving back could be any kind of assistance. But like if you worthless, then I guess you ain't got nothing. And so don't become worthless in life. That's the best. Once you have worth to yourself, don't let worth to be dealing with you. True masters, you can't serve them all. You can't be worthless, expecting to receive. That don't go together. Nothingness cannot expect to have something because that contradicts nothingness. So you got to decide if you're worthless or if you have worth. Something to grasp. Now, when you're dealing with semen retention, like I said, this is a wise man's practice. This is someone who's been on their path. Peace and wisdom, Leonard, to you. It may be I'm starting to think that may be the actual issue. But like I said, semen retention, this is the practice for someone that's living a certain kind of way. And they've been on the journey for quite some time. I'm not speaking of any strange things where y'all minds go. But I'm just talking about somebody that understands the wisdom of the knowledges of life. And so they live a certain way of life. And this is a part of their way of life. They're not doing anything y'all are speaking of truly, though. Peace and wisdom, BC Films. Thank you for the gift back. And so, semen retention got more to do with the cleansing of self. Meaning, when y'all are orgasming, the power of the orgasm is the most important thing. If you a man, when you bust that extra strong nut, let's say you ain't have sex in a while, So then you release that extra powerful one, like, oh, like that. You feel like so relieved after, like, oh shit. Like a nigga that just got cleaned out. Like that. Then you got the orgasms where it's blue ballish, like, where you like it ain't coming out like it needs to. So, like I said, the orgasm is more than what y'all think. It's it's a force, a cleansing force on a spiritual level, a substance level of stuff. And so, be mindful of what y'all indulge in, because y'all hear things, then y'all regurgitate or try things y'all heard, having no understanding of nothing y'all doing. And so, if the person you hearing things from in regards to semen retention, if they ain't like a monk from the Far East or somebody from Asia, I wouldn't even waste my time listening. They just a fool from the West, the Western Hemisphere, playing games on YouTube. And they ain't never been taught or studied or learned under nothing. They just like you. Meaning you can make a YouTube video probably talking about semen retention, and shit won't be that deep. You only know what you do. But so this is what y'all learning from, like that. And so grasp. Tony Montana says you can transform sexual energy into workout. Shalom, shalom. Enjoy your theories, brother. I'm not gonna keep going on and on with you. You think what you just said measures up to what I just said about orgasm being a cleansing? Let that be the measure of how stupid you are. Because I don't see how anybody would hear what I just said about semen retention and listen to what you're saying about it and actually think it's anything to listen to from you. And so whatever you say semen retention is, why are you trying to convince me? I didn't bring up semen retention. I'm not trying to force no understanding on you. I wouldn't give a fuck what you believe in. You ask me a question, I answer it. But why are you trying to force me to like see this semen retention like how you want? That part, because you disturbed. It don't do nothing for you. That part. Meaning whatever you pumping with the semen retention, it it don't do nothing for you. That's why you so desperate to push it on others. If it was doing something for you, you'd just be busy doing it. If a nigga get it, he get it. If he don't, he don't. Oh well. But that ain't the reality when I see what y'all like with semen retention, vegans, all these things. Y'all take no glory in these so-called great things if ain't nobody else doing it. A vegan ain't a vegan by themselves, but they want to make other people's vegans. Why can't like whatever the glories of being a vegan be good enough for just them? And it don't matter who else doing whatever. What does it matter? You get my point? Y'all all believe in lying theory and stupidities. I don't. I stick to what I do. I wouldn't care if y'all like it or not, because I'm fulfilled by it. Meaning it do everything that I said. For me. And I don't ever lose sight of that. Like, why y'all things don't fulfill y'all in that way? Meaning why semen retention don't fulfill you in that way where there ain't no desire in you to try to force your narrative on me of it. Meaning you said whatever you said, I said what I said. I said you don't really know what you're talking about. It could have been done then. Why not? Why you feel a need to like force it? That part. Because what you pumping ain't shit. That's how that happened. Now I said what I said about semen retention. You see how I didn't even go back into it again? I just got off it and now I'm stuck on you. Like, why are you trying to pump your BS? Because the shit that I just gave y'all, that's real juice and I ain't gonna give it again. Since you know better than me, good nigga, know better. That's why. What I'm talking really worked for me, so I wouldn't care to repeat it. Do what you doing. I don't have to force no narrative on you. I don't have to force nothing I said on you. Hopefully you heard it for your own self. That part. And so, y'all pumping a whole lot of dumb stuff. Whatever you pumping, make sure you are the inventor of it. You get it? Make sure it's your own philosophy. Otherwise, what are you doing? You could have picked any philosophy in life if that's the case. Meaning, the truth is basically whatever y'all choose to pick to y'all from the way y'all carry it. And so, I don't suppose you wiser than me, but you will carry on about a thing or two. A lot of y'all like that. If I ask you, you wiser than me, you'll say no, but you still want to carry on and have a debate. That don't even make no sense in itself. I haven't reached a place to realize that. Try to grasp, it's a deep thing. I'll say it again. Whatever y'all learning about semen retention, you could throw it out the window. If you ain't learning it from a monk or somebody from the Far East, you're just playing stupid games on your own self. I'm not sure why y'all don't know that. I went through extreme measures to get this wisdom I got. Deep studying, isolation, suffering. Shit y'all ain't built for. That's all I'll say again. Monks go through some straining to receive their wisdom. It's a pressure thing, meaning whatever you want in life, so you got to learn to overcome the resistance or either learn to flow with whatever's resistant. Meaning y'all resistance is what interferes with y'all having the life y'all want. Or y'all going head up with the resistance. Like, you get it? Full force, not caring. Those two polar opposites is what interfere with y'all having everything y'all want. When there's any little problem or issue, then y'all become the resistance. Like, oh shit, man, what the fuck? This ain't going right. Y'all don't just flow with the problem and say, fuck, that ain't no problem. I'm gonna use this problem, make this shit work out. Like, such thing as a problem is just like shit for me to work with. Like, y'all don't just flow with the resistance, making it not even nothing. If you punch me and I just go with your punch don't hold no merit, it don't do nothing. It don't resist. Air don't resist. If you swing into the head and it just move out you way, go with your punch, just go with the flow. There's no resistance. Like that. Resistance are just completely overpowering resistance, meaning be more resistance to whatever is resisting. And so that's more extreme measures, but you get my point. The point of me saying that is if you haven't learned your philosophy and your teachings about semen retention from somebody from the Far East, India, Asia, I don't hear it. You get my point? Meaning if you ain't learning from where it come from, I don't care what y'all say. No, we come from Africa. Okay, well they ain't got shit over in Africa about that right now, so let's stick to where it comes from. I have a video that explain ancient Egyptians, Chinese motherfuckers. If you go pull up images of ancient Egyptian pharaohs, you're gonna see all of y'all Chinese. Or they either gonna have eyeliner on, making it look Chinese, because that's what it is. You can play games with your own self. I wouldn't care. I just speak the truth. Ancient Egyptians was Chinese. This is why you still have Chinese dynasties now. Japanese dynasties now. That part. You had ancient Egyptian dynasties. Why you don't have dynasties still in Egypt? You say that don't matter. Okay, then why do they have it though? Why do they have the rituals of the ancient Egyptians, but y'all don't? I'm just asking. They even still wear some of the crowns over in Japan, but like, Why y'all don't got none of that shit in Egypt? That's how y'all giving it up. Like I said, ancient Egyptian rulership class was like what y'all would call Japanese people. And they migrated to where y'all like calling Japan now. And other people occupy the area now. If that's so hard to believe, it's because you got an agenda, which is black people come from Africa. And so every part of Africa got to stay black. Otherwise, your agenda don't make sense no more. But that ain't learning. That's just making up shit. And so hopefully you guys grasp, like I said, there's many falsehoods in this life. Stay focused. Now the point I was speaking about with resistance. Learn to go with the flow of your resistance. Learn not to resist the self. I'm speaking of the self. Like I said, learn not to be the resistance against the self, the indecisiveness against self. Salam, shalom, Myron. Peace and wisdom. Learn not to be the resistance against the self, meaning being indecisive in your mind. This is a reflection of two parts of one whole, kind of at odds. Then y'all get to talking in y'all own mind. You get it? Being indecisive in your own mind. It's like you talking to another party and y'all ain't coming to some type of terms. And so you don't want the self to never get like that. And when you notice the self get into that place, that's when you lose your glory as the balancing factor of the two sides of self. And so you're going to become stuck when that happens. Meaning until the two sides of yourself become, until one side wins, then you're just going to be stuck. So you say like, I want to go to the store. Then you're like, I don't feel like it though. But I need to go to the store. I don't feel like fucking going. And then you sitting there like that for a whole half an hour. You could have went to the store already and already been back. Some of y'all like, God damn, that happened to me yesterday, man. I was supposed to do something, but I was sitting around lollygagging around, indecisive, trying to make excuses to not do it in my brain. Wound up dragging that shit out for 4 whole hours. I sat there for 4 hours before I wound up having to do what I already had to do anyway. Like that. If you don't adjust the two sides of self and become aware when that happened, you're going to be stuck in the balance, stuck. Until that go away. And if you ain't doing nothing about it, the two sides of self will argue forever. Meaning you will be sitting there fucking stagnant. That shit will become an everyday thing. Until your circle becomes so small. You get my point? You wake up, you drink coffee, you make yourself an egg sandwich. Then you walk on over to the store, you play your numbers. And that's your day. And you do that shit every day. And then that shit gonna get smaller. You gonna wake up, get your coffee, forget the egg sandwich. And go play your numbers. And come back. And that's your day. And you get smaller and smaller. You just wake up and drink coffee and just fucking sit there, indecisive, trying to decide should you go play numbers or not. Meaning y'all better be aware of y'all lives and the circles y'all create, because y'all become bound to these circles. Then they get smaller and smaller. Meaning you used to do a lot of things in the day. Then it becomes less things you do in the day. Meaning you used to do a lot of shit in the day and you do a lot of shit every day in the day. Whatever it may be. You get my point? And go to the store, go check your girl, go check your kids, go do that, and you take care of all of that shit in the day, and that's kind of your everyday. You go to work, you pick up the kids, you bring the kids home, you cook the food, the blah blah blah, you get it? The next thing you know, that gets smaller and smaller. You don't go to work no more. You just pick up the kids, you come home, you get the food ready. You get it? Next thing you know, you don't even go pick up the kids. You don't, man, y'all come by yourselves and you wait till they come and you cook the food. All the way till you get to the point where you just stuck in the room, the kids raising they self, now you done sunk into a deep depression. When they get home, you can't even got the food fucking ready because you been in the room all day depressed. You see, get my point? The day done got smaller. The circle got smaller to where there's nothing left that you do. You literally have people right now, adults, they're stuck in a circle like that where they wake up and they're just stuck in their house and they're not doing anything in there. They're just stuck in between indecisive mind. But there's many, like, it's more than like two now, where it's like, I should go to the store, man, I'm tired. It's, I should go to the store, I'm tired. Well, shit, man. Man, maybe we should go somewhere far then. Maybe the store ain't enough. And you get it? You got many different avenues of thoughts now attacking you. You just stuck. Like, I don't. It's deep. Most ain't even aware of that. So when it's happening, they just like, oh man, my mind is fucking. Usually, person wind up doing something stupid. You get my point? This is when y'all kind of just going. This is when the person go to fucking Hawaii or some weird shit. They just like indecisive about going to the store. Next thing you know, now they in Hawaii because they done let every aspect of they self start attacking themselves. Meaning they ain't balance out the two opposing sides of self. And so be mindful of these things. Why? A lot of people are suffering from these things. You can't get the mind situated. Once you let the mind fall into the low parts of self, it's hard to pull it up out of there. You get my point? Kind of got to wait for like the seasons to just change. But that's how life works. If you kind of fall into a low parts of yourself and you ain't got the strength to pull yourself out there out of it, you be like stuck there for a season. And you can sink deeper. Meaning some of y'all like, I fully fucking get what you talking about, bro. I am going through that. I fell into some fucked up hardship and now I can't get myself out. And now it feel like a whole season that I'm just stuck here. And so I'm not talking about a winter, spring, fall season. Your season could be 7 years straight, 10 years straight, 3 years. If you ain't got the power to raise yourself out of certain situations in terms of like when the mind become indecisive or the two sides of self start opposing, that shit will lead you down darkest paths of self to where you become like what you don't want to be in a certain situation with self. I'm not talking about beefs and stuff. I'm talking more when it's self to get worthless. You start to give up on the self. You start doubting the self. Like, I ain't gonna never fucking do shit. That's how that happened. And if you ain't got the power to lift yourself out of that, or got somebody strong around you to pull you out of that, you won't be stuck for how long that season lasts. The life will kick you out of that season at some point if you stay there too long. But you will be there until that happens. And when you get kicked out of that season, it's not to say that you're not going to pull back forward. You get my point? A person will be dead depressed. You take them up to depression and bring them to Disneyland. If they want to be depressed, it wouldn't matter where you take them. At Disneyland, I'm open around. They like, I want to go back home and do nothing. Some of y'all friends depressed. Come on, girl, let's go out. I got you tonight. Y'all moping around while y'all out. It's like, what's the fucking point? You just should have just stayed home. She's like, I want to go home. That's the whole point. I want to mope. You could have left me home. I ain't asked you to bring me out. And so you get it like that. Just because you get kicked out of the season, don't mean you ain't gonna pull back forward. Just like the girl that wanted to be moping around. She say, I don't care about going out and having a good time. I want to go back home and mope around. And so she gonna go back to that energy she left there. Is waiting for her. Wherever y'all get depressed at, so the energy just linger there and try to drag y'all back into it. Meaning if you depressed, the first thing you better do is get out of space and get out of it. That's the realest thing I tell you. You move around in a certain room or a certain part of the house, close that part of the house off and get rid of it. If you say that sounds stupid, if I got a cold and I'm like, and I'm coughing all in this room, well, I suppose if you bring your goofy ass in here before I air it out and get out myself, I suppose if I'm coughing and I'm all sick in this room, whoever come in here and decide to chill in here, they gonna get sick too. Now a cough ain't nothing but is and feeling. No depression. Y'all depression got a smell. Not the one from when y'all wash y'all ass all in the days y'all depressed, but that's a part of the smell too. But depression got a smell, a vibration, a energy to it, a heavy energy. To walk in the room with somebody depressed, damn near feel wet in there. Yeah, this motherfucker's a little messy in this bitch too. Feel wet and moist. Feel dirty in this bitch. I'm not sure if I walk into the room with somebody that been depressed, somebody died, and been in the same room for 3-4 days, morning, walk in that room, on damn feel wet, stale, like that. Depression ain't no different than any kind of cold or sickness you could think of. You better get out the presence of it. It's contagious. Meaning, if you've been depressed in a certain room in your house, you better treat it like if you had cold in that room. Let nobody go in there, and you keep that room sealed off, or you air out completely. Meaning, you air out all the germs or the depression out of the room, because you can feel good and walk right back in that room, and that shit will ambush you, and you won't even be aware of it. You'll just find yourself back in the state you was in, like that. Some of y'all be depressed and have little issues. You leave the house so you can cool off, then you feel better. Then you come back to the house and get re-ambushed. What the fuck? I'm back in angry spirits. It's like that. You walking right back into a space where you just push these things off. Tony Montana said depression is like deep rest. Depression is like death. Try not to die. P. Capes TV said, I went through that for 4 years straight. Yeah, many people go through that. The minds start to get indecisive. Then they start to fall into a stagnance. Because of that stagnance, then they develop a depression. Then they start to spread that depression on to whoever around them. And so all they start to get is like depression from every angle. Meaning when you got a bad fucking attitude to people, so then they just naturally have one of you before they even see what energy you want. You get so now you can't avoid that shit. You like, God damn, I'm depressed. Motherfuckers is talking to me wrong and making me more depressed. And you become bound by your own manifestation. You gotta learn how to clear the ears of self and get free from that. And so it's a deep thing. A Shinshin Mysteries laughing at Tony Montana. Salam, shalom. He just want to be seen, I figure. There you go, Kelly. Depression is a sunken place, but it got to do with self. It got to do with the gut and the legs. It's like I tell y'all, sickness start in the feet, raise itself up to the gut. Health starts above, it descends down. And so that's why I say it's important that y'all stretch y'all legs, y'all keep the legs working, meaning you make sure you use your legs, and you make sure you keep your core strong. I don't care if you got a fat belly, you better get to work. Do some pull-ups, some push-ups, something, stretches, something to get that gut. You get it? The core, that stomach strong. Same with the woman. Your inner thighs, vagina, your lower stomach area of a woman should be strong. Meaning a woman should damn near be able to snap your whole fucking neck with her thighs. Now, I'm not saying... I ain't saying she a ninja know how to jump up and wrap her legs around you. But I'm saying if you put your legs in between... your head in between a woman's thighs, she should have enough force to snap your neck. Like, for real. Like, if she want to, she should be able to just break your shit fast and easy. Bop! With her thighs. Like her inner... If you a woman, you know y'all vagina muscles. That shit can like, you get it? They vagina like a fist blood. That shit can squeeze. If they use their thigh muscles, you get it? It's not like a man. Our balls don't have that sunks, that pull in thing. Meaning a woman could pull in perspective. Push out hard too if they want. And so they're in the thighs, vagina area, lower stomach, whatever exercises or yogas you need to get into it. And make sure you strengthen your core. That's your core. Your lower stomach, your private area, your upper thighs, especially the inner parts. If you a man, same thing. Stretch out your inner thigh area. You get it? Your balls is all tight in between your thighs. Stretch your inner thighs. Keep your lower stomach strong. Like, this is your health. You get my point? Because sickness is trying to come up through that realm, the gut. Once it gets to the gut, then it can immobilize itself. That's where your metabolism and everything is at. This is why when y'all get sick, then y'all like, I can't eat, man. I don't feel right. My stomach hurt. My chest hurt. It start racing. You get it? It's attacking the core. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Just the core. And so when you get sick, you get it? You feel like, oh, fuck. Like you being pulled to your core. Like, damn, I'm hunched over. I can't get my shit together. It don't be a matter of up here or below. It be a matter of that core. Your legs start aching and you get it? Like that. It starts spreading out from that core. You keep your core strong, you won't get sick. If you've been following me for all these years, you should be amazed at that at least. Say, man, I'm gonna try Solid's health little. I'm gonna try his health teachings because that nigga haven't gotten sick yet. It's because my core, the six pack ain't for, it really ain't for floss. You get it? It ain't for me to be sassy. I keep my fucking core strong so I don't get sick. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be sick. And so I do certain stretches and exercises I can show you guys or y'all can find y'all own. But the main thing is you want to make sure you keep the legs stretched out. Meaning every night you should be stretching your calves, your thighs, moving your foot around, getting that ankle, that Achilles heel together. Stretching out the arch of that foot, stretching them legs out. I don't care if you laying on your back and you just open your legs wide. Stretch the inner thigh area some kind of way. Because this is where the sickness start. Work itself up. And so you know the rest. Start developing all kinds of mucuses. Or it start meeting up with the mucus. Pete Capes TV said, you're deep, all this makes sense. Yeah, everything makes sense. Wisdom ain't that hard to grasp. You just gotta have the mind open and clear of all the, falsehoods and theories and hearsays and dumb stuff. Anything that ain't gotta do with wisdom, just lose it. And get the wisdom, then you can apply it to self. You be alright. Meaning a lot of y'all are sick for no reason. You seeking out like sea moss or this stupid thing or that thing to heal you. Healing self start with self. Can nothing heal you? If you fucking sick, you sick and you gonna get re-sick again. Y'all think going by means outside of self is how you heal self. If I get some sea moss, if I get this vegetable or that thing gonna interfere with your sickness, but you gonna get sick again. Cause you sick. Again, I don't never get sick, but it's because I'm not sick. Y'all get well ever so often, but y'all always get sick. Meaning you catch a cold probably every season. Whenever cold season come, you get it? Y'all been sick this year, last year at some point. Not me. The year before that you got sick at least. Not me. The year before that at least you got sick. Not me. We can go back 10 years. Not me. If you know me in real life, when was I sick? If you watch my YouTube video, when was I sick? That's not impressive to y'all? Again, apply it to yourself. You wasn't sick in 10 years, these past 10 years? Not once? Nothing? Because I haven't been. That part. Most of y'all been watching me about 6 years, so you got 6 years of proof right there. You figure, what does 4 years matter? Nigga ain't get sick in 6 years, that's a lot. That part. I live a certain way of life. I have the wisdom I have, the health that I have. Making sure y'all my stomach. Huh, let's do it, because y'all don't learn. I have the stomach I have. Maybe I ain't sitting up enough, but y'all see the man's stomach. It should stay on point. I keep the stomach I got, all of that. I live a certain way of life. To keep myself healthy, keep my mind clear, keep everything. So my wisdom is dependent on that. My way of life, meaning the life I live. And the rituals are the things that I do throughout the day to keep myself on a vibration. The same way a Muslim prays 5 times a day, fast sometimes throughout the year. They do this to keep themselves on a vibration of the religion. Otherwise, they stop doing the rituals, then, you get it? Stop paying the religion any mind. And so they do certain things to keep themselves on a vibration that got to do with their way of life. Same with a monk. He do all that he do to keep himself on a certain vibration. Same with the drug dealer. He listen to the music he watches certain kind of things he do to keep him on a gutter ass vibration. He don't want to go to church and hear no nice shit because that shit fuck up his vibration. You think I'm lying? Niggas is about to go put in work on somebody, be like, oh, let's all pray in Jesus' name. Niggas gonna get mad at you. Like, why is you bringing that shit up? You about to go do this dirty work. You bringing up fucking good shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. You get it? They don't want you to interfere with their vibration. I'm gonna go blow this nigga head off. And here you go. Fucking goody two-shoes talking. You interfere in my emotional state. And so it don't matter what you do in life or your way of life. It's a vibration. Meaning there's things you do that holds you in that frequency. And so again, I live a certain kind of way of life. And that, it keeps me from getting sick. Where you can see it for yourself. It keeps, my gut. I stay intact. I'm 40 years old. Outside of having gray hair, I'm 40 years old. You get my point? And so if you 40 years old, you tell me how hard it is to get a six-pack. Because I'm the same fucking 40 that you is. Don't get it twisted. I'm the same 40 you is. I got bullet holes. I got injuries. I got a bullet in my hip right now in there. And so I got injuries. But I don't get no sicknesses. You get my point? And so I'm the same 40 you is if you got bullets and shit in you. And so you know how hard it is for you to get your gut together. You get my point? You know how your body be aching and hurting because you at that age now. You know how your hairline receding and shit. Not me. That's not throwing it in your face. I'm going to say it again. The way of life that I live keep me intact. It keep the mind sharp. It keep everything sharp. Simple thing to grasp. Meaning you can see the wisdom if you looking. Other than that, I don't know what you're looking at. And so, stability. Wisdom is that. Stability. If that's what you're seeking for self, then you may want to learn my way of life. Like I said, y'all been watching me for 6 years or so. Ain't no change. You get my point? Some of y'all changed in 6 years. You done gained 50, 60 pounds. You done lost 50, 60 pounds. You done did that shit 3 times in 6 years. I'm consistent. I'm stable. You go back 6 years, I look like this. Meaning I look the same way I looked at 33. Weight-wise, or however wise you want, I might be a little heavier now. I wouldn't know, but we talking like 4 pounds. We ain't talking nothing even important. And so you get my point? Like that. If I want to gain weight, loosen up on my vibration a little bit. You get it? I want to get sick. Loosen up on my vibration a little bit. But try and grasp. It's truly a deep thing. It's froze on my end. I'm not sure if it is on y'all end. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Meaning there's a lot of wisdom in like breathing techniques in regards to my way of life. So you're dealing with breathing, conscious cleansing, different stretches, different workouts that I do. Meaning you're dealing with a whole system when you're dealing with that. And so that's what a lot of y'all need to be learning. You get my point? Perfecting the self. Meaning my having a six-pack don't got nothing to do with perfect. But on an internal perspective. You get it? That six-pack is representing my metabolism. My bowel system. It's a reflection of the inner gut. You get my point? And so there lies the glory. Meaning I eat, my metabolism tear through that food, ain't no problems. You get my point? My bowels ready to be moved within the hour after I eat. You get it? Meaning my shit like a machine. Like the animals. They eat, within the hour they shitting. You walk in that motherfucker. You get my point? I'm like that. The gut just is trained. But it's because of that. And so a lot of y'all don't realize that. Six-pack don't matter. You might not even get a six-pack. But you'll know if your gut is strong. You get my point? That's why I'm saying it ain't about the six-pack. It's about the internal, what the six-pack is a representative of. And so you may not have a six-pack, but you will know, like, nah, my stomach is strong. I just ain't get it to that point where the muscles are popping out of it. But that don't matter, as long as your gut's strong. You get it? This tie into your bowels, meaning if you have bowel problems, starts there. You have menstrual cycle problems, your core weak. You get it? A lot of women have menstrual cycle problems. I don't bring these kind of things up, meaning y'all are lost into products to heal y'all. Like I said, CMOS, this thing, that thing. Y'all ain't in the understanding of self, the mind, the core of self, the organs, how powerful y'all emotional states is. I could start kicking some deep fucking wisdom. I start touching y'all heart. Some of y'all start tearing like, yeah, brother going in. Yeah, brother going deep. A person could start singing and make you tear like, yeah, they hit that fuck out that no blood. Meaning emotions is powerful. You can push them shits outside of yourself and make it start to interfere with others. Learn that. And that you don't have to worry about getting sick or what's healthy for you to eat or what's not. The self like a machine if you make it like that. You get it? All the things y'all take, take immunization shots. This is to develop up y'all immune system. You get it? Meaning they give y'all immune system a little bit of the virus and disease so your immune system cells can learn to fight and conquer this thing. Make them better, like a training course. My immune system like that, I don't need immunization. Sickness come on me, that shit get gone. If I eat something that ain't good, I'll vomit that shit up immediately. Meaning I won't get sick. I've come into contact with sickness. Meaning over 10 years, I've come into contact with sickness. Where it come in me and I feel it like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? And then I might just vomit right there on the spot. But I never get a sense of I'm sick. Like, I'm sick, man. If anything that ain't right with me come towards me, you get it? It be instant. I'll just instantly vomit. Like somebody OD. Or take bad drugs or something, then their body just reject it. But it don't be no struggle. Like, I'm sick. I don't feel sick ever. Like I'm sick, man, my nose and I got a headache, man. I don't go through that. You get my point? Outside of that, like I said, the head is a matter of the mind. Peace and wisdom, young God. Okay, someone asked, does eating meat lower your vibration? And Ascension Mystery said, yes, but if you avoid meat completely or mostly, then your physical brain doesn't function well. Like I said, y'all got a lot of life problems, but when y'all overcome these things, so I suppose y'all apply wisdom, get wise, get healthy, get good, and that's that. I ain't gonna get into the meat things. I'm tired of talking about the same foolishness. Y'all think wisdom boil you down to like what you put in your mouth and shitting out your ass, and I'm not sure what to tell you. But when you focus on what wisdom is and the applying of it, and what don't got nothing to do with topics of wisdom like eating, that got to do with greed and stupid shit. When you're dealing in circles of wisdom, diet should never be brought up. That's religion talk, cult talk, group talk. Meaning you a part of this group and they got rules for you. Like gang shit. All the gangs gotta do whatever they gotta do. But that don't got nothing to do with free conscious minds growing into self. None of that don't got nothing to do with that. And so when y'all come speaking those rhetorics, it show that you still bound as a mind. You still got rules and shit over you. These rules come from others. So that's the same as saying you got others still over you in mind. Again, these rules that y'all be pumping ain't y'all's. They rules that y'all adopted that come from other people's minds. Meaning you don't only do the rules others say, but technically their mind is over you. So don't let yourself get sick and then you start blaming shit outside of the self. You get it? When we get sick, then we want to blame the things that we take in. You sick because you got sick. Whether you overindulged in whatever you chose to indulge in, or whether you just let your vibration fall apart. But you got sick because of why you got sick, and ain't no such thing as healthy food. Whatever you talking about is taken away from the self. Air is taken away from y'all. You get it? Everything. Meaning when y'all breathe in air, that's what's making y'all age. It's like oxidation. Help to make y'all wrinkle, help to make y'all age. Oxygen. But y'all need it. But every time you drag it in, so it have this positive effect and this negative effect. This positive effect is it give you energy to go another moment. The negative effect, it put age on you. So grasp. So it's the same with everything. The fruit you eat, the vegetable you eat, the meat you eat, the crackers, the cookies, whatever. The coffee you drink, the tea you drink, the medicine you take. That part. All going to deteriorate the self over time. You say, man, medicine is healthy. Yeah, if you sick. If you sick and I say, man, pop this pill or take this plant, it will heal you. So it's healthy for you because you sick. If I ain't sick, then the medicine ain't got nothing to do with health. It's just something for sick people. I'm healthy, so why would I be like the medicine is healthy? Yeah, if you sick, if you healthy, then ain't nothing healthy you are. Do y'all get that? I'm healthy. I don't care about anything y'all are talking about that is unhealthy or not. It ain't gonna have that effect on me. I'm healthy. When I decide to lose my vibration and don't want to be healthy, then talk to me about y'all foods and medicines. Until then, I don't need it. I don't know why y'all think y'all do. You don't need nothing, but you just believe you do. Meaning we don't even need food, but we just believe we do because we addicted to food. Meaning most of y'all don't view food as a drug. And so that's why you can't grasp, like, you just addicted to food. You eat that shit 3 times a day. You can go a whole day without eating, you wouldn't die, nothing wouldn't happen. You just get drug addict nausea problems. You'll get dope fiend pains. That's all food. That's all eating pains is. Dope fiend pains. Right? Fucker start getting hungry, start getting nauseous. He like a whole goddamn dope head. Man, I just need something sweet right quick, man. Just give me something to hold my stomach. This y'all when y'all hungry. You say, I don't, just give me something. I'm weak over here. Y'all. I'm dying over here for God's sakes. Now you just ate 3 fucking hours ago, but you addicted. You just ate breakfast at 8. It's noon. 4 hours later. I'm starving over here, man. I feel weak. The same pains that dope heads get when they need dope. They gut start hurting, they start getting nauseous, they feel like they may need to vomit or something. All the same shit y'all get from y'all hunger pains. But it's because it's, like I said, it's a drug that y'all addicted to. And so, self-perfection starts there, meaning you got to learn to identify the many things we are bound to, the false ideals we are bound to that we really believe. Y'all can go 4 fucking days without eating if y'all been put in a deep state of love. Some of y'all been in love before, in the first fucking week of that love, your ass ain't eater. You wasn't even taking care of your fucking self. You was lost in love. And you ain't had no fucking problems. You wasn't dying like, oh, I gotta eat. You didn't care about eating. You was all in love with this nigga. And him too. And y'all ain't eating that shit. Y'all just laid up enjoying the time. Again, you could be put into a deep state of love, and meaning y'all could be distracted from y'all hunger pains. You get it? Meaning the hunger ain't real. Y'all just addicts. But y'all could be distracted from these things that y'all think that y'all need. Say, no, we gotta eat food. You could be distracted from that. Through a deep state of love, through a deep state of hate, or through a deep state of depression, but you can be taken out of that vibration where you think you need something. You get my point? And so let that be the lesson for you to see. You don't need nothing. There's your glory to realize that. When you become the pinnacles of self, you won't need anything. That part. You won't even need to exist because it's fulfilled. You get it? Y'all have an urge to want to be seen and be. When you get to the glories of self, you don't even have to be seen. It's already fulfilled. Everything. You get it? And so, wisdom go deep. Hopefully some of y'all, eventually get some on the deep levels. Now, if you have any questions, ask. I'm about to depart. It's time for me to eat. And so what time is it? 3 o'clock? This is my first meal. So it's a deep thing. Try and grasp. From the sunrise, you don't want to, you get it? The sun is the great conscious, so you want to keep yourself pure in its presence as long as you can. Sunrise, y'all make 3-4 times before noon. Like I said, when the sun is up, I try not, you get it? It's a light thing. Have respect for the light. Why you eating, child? Supposed to be up and conscious doing your works. Why you eating? Like that. And so it's just like a young lady asked me, why you wear designers and shit in the fucking forest? Cause I make sure I look good before the Lord, nigga. Same way y'all go to church all dressed up. That's just the building. I'll go to your church with slippers on. But when it comes to the forest and nature, then I pull up like how I need to be. That's my realms. I'm the representative of it. And so whatever bum you seen in the forest, they false representing the glory of life. It's only bums in Babylon. They on the corners and on the floors begging. Ain't no bums in the forest. The forest take care of everything in it. You see a bum in the forest, you dealing with a dummy. Don't know how to use the resources around you. And so, try and rise. If there was no stores, I'd still have chinchillas on. I'd still be fly. Wouldn't nothing change that. That part. Long as I'm in nature, I'm good. And so, try to grasp that. Big Usia. Shalom, shalom.